Welcome back to the channel. It's a World Earthquake Update. We're heading over to Southeast Asia, to the beautiful country of Indonesia, where they experienced the second biggest earthquake of 2026, a magnitude 7.4 on April 2nd, 2026, local time around 7:48 a.m. Now, this earthquake occurred at a depth under the ocean surface of 22 miles, with an epicenter on the surface of 1 degree north and 126 degrees east, putting it geographically in the middle of the Molucca Sea, which is in between two islands of Indonesia. On the west is North Sulawesi, and to the east is Halmahera. And nestled in between these larger islands, there's a tiny island in the middle of the Molucca Sea called Maju Island. Now, so far, when writing this, there have been 4 aftershocks. A 5.5, 20 minutes after the main shock of 7.4, then 8 minutes later a 5.4, then 40 minutes later a 5.1, and again 20 minutes later a 5.1. So there has been a lot of energy being released in this area of Indonesia. Now, tectonically, this area is fascinating. It is special. It is a double subduction zone arc collision system. You heard it right. It is amazing. You have 2 subduction zones, 2 trenches that are active and constantly forming earthquakes, literally parallel to each other, a few miles apart. And this earthquake, the 7.4, occurred right along the eastern trench called the Halmahera Trench, and this was a consequence of this small Molucca microplate being subducted and submerged in between the much larger Sunda plate to the west and the Philippine plate and the Pacific plate to the east. And this is literally squeezing out this tiny Molucca microplate and forming this arc collision, or face-to-face collision of 2 subduction zones parallel to each other, and will eventually close the sea and have these 2 islands join in Indonesia in the future. So the earthquake occurred on the Halmahera Trench, and to the west we have the Singhe Trench, which is the one that's parallel, which is creating this arc-to-arc collision system.